So Ayurveda actually sees everything interrelated, interconnected. It doesn't see anything separate. So that's why Ayurvedic approach takes everything into account to understand homeostasis. It's just like in the reductionistic approach of healthcare, we break down this body, the whole, into the systems, and systems into the made up of organs like digestive system and respiratory system and urinary system. So body is made up of those systems, and then each system is made up of some organs, for respiratory system, nose, throat, lungs, and then systems are made up of organs, and organs are made up of tissues, and tissues are made up of cells, and cells are made up of cell organelles and nucleus, and then ultimately DNA. So in this we have reduced the whole into some points, some molecules. But Ayurveda does not see them separate. Ayurveda sees that each and every cell, each and every organ, each and every tissue has some specific role to play to maintain homeostasis, to maintain balance, and they don't conflict each other. Sometimes we have a stimulating factor, like something that stimulates heart and something that suppresses heart, or something stimulates breathing and something slows down breathing, and both these factors at the same time existing in our body, and they trigger when it is needed if everything is balanced. So that's why each cell, even if it might look like right brain, left brain, they complement each other, even though if they are opposite. Autonomic nervous system, parasympathetic and sympathetic. So the key here is that they are all aware of and connected to the factor that maintains balance, that maintains homeostasis. So the same way, Ayurveda not only stays with this microcosm or physiology, it even sees that this single unit, this every human being, is like a cell unit for the cosmic physiology. And it constitutes that, and it affects that, and it gets affected. So that's why we have to understand what is the basis of this interconnectedness and the inter-influence of nature, cosmos, weather, environment to each individual, and how individual affects that. And there is a quote to explain that. It says, the quote in Vedic text, Ano Raniyan Mahato Mahiyan, means smaller than the smallest is greater than the greatest. So which means each individual, no matter how tiny it is, it influences at the energetic level, vibration level, even the cosmic physiology. And it gets affected by the cosmic physiology, which means like say planets, Saturn or Mercury or Sun or Moon and their movement, it also influences. Now, to keep it simple, this relationship is understood at the level of 5 elements. And the homeostasis can also be understood at the level of 5 elements. And so 5 elements constitute everything in nature, and 5 elements constitute us, human physiology. 5 elements constitute on all the things that we live on, like fruits, vegetables, dairy products, lentils, meat, spices, everything. But everything has 5 elements. They might look different because of the predominance or the proportion of different elements that they have. Like cayenne pepper has more fire element, and milk has more water element. So like that, but even if it is water element, but it still has all the 5 elements in it. So everything is made up of 5 elements, and that's what makes us say, as is the microcosm, which means this microcosm is made up of 5 elements, so is the macrocosm, so which means every creation, everything in the nature is also made up of 5 elements. Even seasons we can understand by the earthy weather, or watery weather, or fiery weather, or airy weather, or spacey weather. So we can understand everything within this 5 elements.